Good afternoon, everyone. This is Altcoin Adam bringing you the news on August 23rd. So, first thing I wanted to cover is this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. So the first thing I did want to cover today is that Tornado Cash devs charged with helping hackers launder 1 billion, including infamous North Korean attacks. So if you recall, Roman Storm was arrested. The other partner, Roman Semenov, I guess he was charged, but he was not arrested. So the Tornado Cash developers Roman Storm and Roman Semenov face allegations of money laundering and sanctions violations. The Department of Justice arrested one of them, which was Storm. The DOJ alleges more than 1 billion in transactions moved through the mixing service, which tries to obscure who is behind crypto transactions. Tornado Cash developers Roman Storm and Roman Semenov were charged with money laundering and sanctions violations tied to their work with Privacy Mixer that facilitated more than 1 billion in money laundering, which includes hundreds of millions for North Korea's Lazarus Group. The DOJ has arrested Storm. So the Mixer, which obfuscates the origin of funds transacted through it, was sanctioned last year by the U.S. Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Asset Control after allegations that Lazarus had laundered the funds from multiple crypto hacks through it. OFAC sanctioned Semenov as well on Wednesday alongside 8 Ethereum addresses he allegedly controls. In a statement, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said Tornado Cash and its operators knowingly facilitated money laundering. While publicly claiming to offer a technical, sophisticated privacy service, Storm and Semenov in fact knew that they were helping hackers and fraudsters conceal the fruits of their crimes. Today's indictment is a reminder that money laundering through cryptocurrency transactions violates the law, and those who engage in such laundering will face prosecution. In a statement, Brian Klein of Waymaker LLP, an attorney for Storm, said that the case hinged on a novel legal theory. We are incredibly disappointed that the prosecutors chose to charge Mr. Storm because he helped develop software, and they did so based on a novel legal theory with dangerous implications for all software developers. Mr. Storm has been cooperating with the prosecutors' investigation since last year and disputes that he engaged in any criminal conduct. There's a lot more to this story that will come out at trial, he said. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, he created a code and software, but as the case develops, we'll keep you updated. Should be interesting to see what happens. And this article was brought to you by CoinDesk. The next article is brought to you by Decrypt. So Shopify adds Solana Pay to its platform to allow USDC payments. So the Solana Foundation says payments through the plugin require lowers fees than using a credit card. So Solana Pay, the decentralized payment app developed by Solana Labs, has been added as an option for companies that use the leading e-commerce platform Shopify. That means the millions of businesses that use Shopify can offer customers Solana Pay as a payment option. Its initial integration will feature USDC, the second largest stablecoin with a 25.9 billion market capitalization, according to CoinGecko. Some people argue the killer app for crypto hasn't arrived, but it has. It's payments. Josh Freed, business development and partnership at Solana Foundation, told TechCrunch everyone should be doubling down on this. So I think this is a great move towards mass adoption. I don't think it's going to make a huge dent in the market. However, it is definitely a start. Next article I wanted to cover is actually from Bankless. So the first thing is actually ETH Futures ETF on the way. So, as they're saying, like the SEC may be dragging their feet on approval for Bitcoin spot ETF, but a report in Bloomberg this week, citing sources, suggests that the agency will soon clear the way for a number of Ethereum futures exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Around 12 companies have applications in the works for an ETH ETF, including familiar players like Bitwise, ProShares, and volatility shares. These ETFs would be based on futures contracts and importantly would not have direct spot exposure to ETH. There have been Bitcoin futures ETFs since. So from what I understand is because it's not a spot ETF. It won't actually affect the price of ETH because any purchases will be done OTC. That is my understanding, but as I get more information, I'll keep you informed. So, with the approval of an Ethereum ETF, futures ETF is bullish for the industry. Analysts see it as a more iterative step for regulators and are still tracking the BTC spot ETF process incredibly closely. Coinbase received approval this week to begin offering crypto futures trading in the US. So this alone is quite a um, you know large development. So Coinbase is going to be offering futures trading in the US. So that's crypto just or sorry, that's Coinbase getting more reach and more adoption. I think Coinbase will be a powerhouse in the crypto space, and they will be instrumental to actually changing how regulation, you know, how the regulation is currently. In the future, I think the regulatory framework will be much more crypto friendly. However, right now, with everyone in power, it doesn't seem like they want to adopt crypto. They're actually pushing it away from the United States. The next quick article I wanted to cover is Genesis Digital Assets expands Bitcoin mining capacity in Sweden. So right now they're actually at about 8 megawatts of power, with plans for further expansion in the near future. So the new facility is strategically located near the hydroelectric power station, the 417 MW Porges Hydroelectric Power Station, known for its carbon-free electricity production. Uh, Genesis Digital Assets aims to take advantage of this renewable energy source for its Bitcoin mining operations. With abundant energy sources, a pro-innovation environment, and a strong educational system that results in a great culture of innovation, we believe that Sweden is one of the best countries in the world where to mine Bitcoin and expect to further invest in this beautiful region moving forward. Commented Tim Serra, head of Nordic operations at GDA. GDA has collaborated with a local company help a local company to help oversee the day-to-day operations of the new facility. The facility, which was once a conventional data center, marks GDA's third venture in Sweden within a 3-year span, including a greenhouse data center pilot introduced in 2020. So I think this is just great news for Bitcoin overall. One thing to note is that this will over time slowly increase the difficulty. As more miners come onto the block, the difficulty for mining increases. We were actually just at an all-time high for the hash rate, so it seems that more miners are coming online each and every day. So next article, and sorry, that last article was from Bitcoin Magazine. This next article is from Blockworks, and it's talking about FriendTech. So I'm not sure if you've heard of FriendTech yet. Using FriendTech, accountants advise keep close records. So basically, accountants are saying anyone trading on the popular app should expect to report their activities and profits to the IRS. So FriendTech, the decentralized social media platform that surged over the weekend, could lead to some significant tax headaches this spring. At launch, the platform allows users to buy and sell shares of personal accounts on X, formerly Twitter. FriendTech rebranded what users could buy to keys on Monday. Either way, under this economic model, users can generate revenue in a number of ways and create taxable events, according to accountants who spoke to Blockworks. Profit may be earned by trading keys, plus influencers take a 5% commission on trades of their own keys, and some key holders can earn dividends when influencers opt to share these earnings. FriendTech does likely have KYC, Know Your Customer, collection and reporting requirements under the Infrastructure Investments and Jobs Acts of 2021, said Gabriel Brin, Vice President of Tax and Accounting Product at Legible. However, regardless of the protocol app ability to fulfill those requirements, then the investors have the same tax implications of buying and selling these social media digital assets that they would on trading any other digital asset on any other platform. Anyone trading on the app should expect to report their activities and profits at the end of the tax year, Bryn added. A user's trade activity is not free of requirements for regular record keeping, tax return documentation, and tax liability, Bryn says. So, all in all, if you are using FriendTech, just keep track of everything you're doing, buying, selling, etc. It is a taxable event at the end of the year. I personally have not logged in or even tried using FriendTech as of yet. I do know some influencers that have, some that haven't, and I think for now I'm just going to see how this unfolds over the coming weeks. It literally just launched, so you know anything can happen in the short term. Long term, I think this is definitely good. It's just getting more eyes on the market. It's been a pretty slow week, and this is just increasing adoption. People are probably joining just to try to get some shares of their favorite Twitter accounts, and in hopes of probably making some profit. So next thing I wanted to mention is just Coin Bureau. It is one of the most watched YouTube channels that I personally watch. Great information. They have tons of subscribers and have been around for quite a few years. So if you do want some great information, Coin Bureau is the place to go. Or Altcoin Atom. That is also a great place to go. So next article is the Defiant. From the Defiant. So they posted an article regarding Coinbase invests in USDC issuer Circle. So USDC will expand to 6 new chains, center consortium to dissolve. So USDC, the second largest stablecoin by market capitalization, is undergoing big changes. On August 21st, Center Consortium, the entity overseeing USDC governance jointly operated by Circle and Coinbase, the leading US crypto exchange, said it will soon dissolve. Coinbase is purchasing an equity stake in Circle, with Circle set to assume all of Center's former responsibilities. So Circle and Coinbase have agreed that the growing regulatory clarity for stablecoins in the US and around the world, the requirement of a separate governance body like Center is no longer needed, the announcement said. Center will no longer exist as a standalone entity, and Circle remain as the issuer of USDC, bringing any Center governance and operation responsibilities in-house. So Coinbase and Circle will continue to earn revenue generated by USDC's reserve assets. Interest earnings will be divided based on the amount of USDC held on each company's platform, with the firms evenly splitting profits derived from the broader distribution and usage of USDC. The restructuring comes less than 3 weeks after Coinbase asked a U.S. court to dismiss the lawsuit brought against the exchange by the SEC in June. The agency claims Coinbase operated as an unlicensed securities exchange. Coinbase vowed to fight the lawsuit, stating the process could deliver long-awaited regulatory clarity for U.S.-based firms operating with crypto. So I really do hope Coinbase wins, more so because the SEC allowed Coinbase to go public and everything was fine. However, now there are issues. This does not make sense to me. They are just trying to rule by enforcement, and they're just making things up, I think. They're trying to throw lots of things at the wall and see what sticks. So the last thing I just wanted to say is please subscribe to my YouTube and also my Twitter channel. So you can find me on YouTube at Altcoin Atom or on Twitter at Altcoin Atom. The actual hashtag is Altcoin Atom 2140. So just make sure you're following the right Altcoin Atom. There's actually a couple out there, it seems. But I do hope you had a wonderful day and you got lots of informative information from this. If you have any other topics that you want me to cover, just put that in the comment section and please like and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone. Stay crypto strong.